Hey, this is BB. My dog Ruby is ignoring me and pouting because I'm playing video games instead of paying attention to her. This is Dream Daddy. We're about to go on our second speed date with Sir Hugo. And we had a lot of fun at the aquarium, and we're going to eat some cheese boards, and we're going to fuck up some trivia because apparently he's not impressed by actual knowledge so much as knowledge that makes him happy. Because literally the question about... Here, I don't understand. We'll find out more. But apparently the question about, like, the elvish word for Middle Earth, he wants you to say Endor. That's how you win that one. But that's not correct. But he's a literary dude. Does he have disdain for Tolkien because it's not literary enough? Because I know that that's a thing. Because it doesn't matter what you do. If it's fantasy genre, then it's garbage according to, like, literary types. I don't know. But we'll find out. Dad nap. I won't be able to hear the sound. So he may respond vocally in a way that I can't hear. That will explain it better. So I apologize in advance if I don't, like, respond to it because I don't hear it. I'll get my audio splitter eventually. Shut up. Okay. Okay, Amanda's going to school. What's up, Buttercup? Getting home from school. Go to a meeting at the board. Right, the cheese board. Okay. I ate a pudding pop today. It was alright. I think it's overrated. But now my tummy hurts, and I still have allergies, and I'm too stubborn to take medicine, so that's where I'm at. This is romantic as fuck. Quaint French diner with a cheese board. Long day. Every day is a long day when you teach middle schoolers. Right, the gambling ring is... At least I hope. Yikes. Noodles says yikes so much! I'm ready to try some fine wine and some delicious cheese. Do you two want a scorecard for trivia? Fuck yes! Trivia! Yes. Yeah, sure! I love trivia! Noodles says he's not good at being smart. Noodles, baby! No, you're not. Hey! Oh, God. This is a lot to take in. Wow! Hey. Hi, Brian. It's not what you think. No, it's fine. So I'm guessing Carmencita's probably the same age as Daisy, right? They're both 10, like they're in the same grade, and that's how they know each other, maybe? But I don't know. Hey. I wish we got to know Carmencita a little bit better. We don't really get to hang out with her much during, Matt's dates, which is something I got really spoiled by with, Brian, because, shoot, I forgot what I was saying. Hey. Daisy's with us every step of the way through that relationship. She's kind of the mechanism through which it happens. And I haven't talked a lot about comparing these different storylines and stuff, but as far as the premise of a dating sim, specifically about two dads, to have the children be quite so absent in your love interest, like general, like being on your screen, is kind of weird, but it feels so in keeping with the theme to have Daisy be pull that kind of Parent Trap thing. And I feel like somehow, accidentally, I think I have never fallen into the beats of a story and been tricked into reacting the exact correct way as I have with Brian, because it was the same, like, I got competitive. I didn't like him. And then the minute we had a heart-to-heart, I was like, shit, he's alright. I kind of like him a lot. And it was like, exactly what was happening. So that was really cool. And it was really nice to have Daisy be such a part of it and to see Daisy and Amanda have such a close relationship. And it's a shame that you don't see as much of that with any of the other love interests in the game. Even Lucien, who's potentially close to Amanda's age, or River, who Amanda could, like, babysit. But I think River is probably the only other child who is highly visible, highly ingrained in the actual storyline of you falling in love with the dad versus just kind of an accessory. Like, yeah, Hugo runs around, he's got a lot of trouble going on with his kid. I'm gonna choose this one because this was the other one I wanted. Easy breezy beautiful. Easy breezy beautiful. That'll do just nicely. Thank you. But Ernest, so far, from what I have observed, is more. He's kind of an absentee child to the plot. I hope I'm making sense. I hate to poke holes in
Yes.
in something that I'm enjoying so thoroughly, but I can't help but like fucking analyze everything down to the last piece because that's just how I do. But I forgot to mention the 4 times we've seen this guy that he looks like Quentin Tarantino. Yes, I'm always ready for some fucking trivia. Okay, Quizmaster Quinn.
That's the good stuff.
I feel so bad. Please help him. I hate this because Hugo doesn't help us at all. Hugo's like, yes, literature. This is my forte. You got this literature stuff, right? Right, he says, I got it. And then he doesn't answer any of the questions. Hugo? Why are you like this? Endor.
Rectamundo.
Okay, no, we don't get any, Okay, so I think it's that snobbery literary divide, right? Where it's like, I don't give a shit about, a linguist who wrote an epic story that has impacted the social zeitgeist since its fucking inception. That's not literary enough. But the guy who invented Tarzan, that's what he cares about. Yeah, just I think that too much value is placed on shit that doesn't mean anything in the literary world, but I have gone off more than enough about that. So, that's a nice cheese plate. Don't you fucking touch it. How's that cheese tasting, big guy? I know he'll say that regardless, but I love that Noodles is actually a big guy, and it's kind of mean a little bit. It's like this chubby dude chowing down on some cheese. You got a problem with that? Alright. Okay, right, the clinical depression and lactose intolerance. Quizmaster Quinn. Welcome to my world. Okay. I was correct in guessing their mother. I don't know if that's the actual correct answer, but it is the answer that he wants, so there's that. Although, maybe he likes Star Wars? I don't know enough about him yet. We'll find out. It's a bit of a guilty pleasure. Okay. Their mother.
Correct.
Right. And then this one's Hulk Hogan. You know who would be great at this?
Correct.
Is probably Robert. Okay, Poltergeist definitely includes the whole Indian burial ground trope, which if you'd like me to talk about that, I can. But basically it is misplaced, or not necessarily misplaced, no, back up. It is propaganda, and in a way of assuaging white guilt for killing native people to take over our homes. So, right, of course we got dead Indians, but the anxiety that Indians could somehow harm us back, or not us, harm, like, I'm speaking from their point of view, but that Indians could somehow harm white people back and get their just desserts, honestly, for the shit that was done to them. And to make it kind of this mystical, like, wouldn't it be scary if brown people could get retribution? Thank goodness that's not going to happen because it's not real. And it's like, it's very much, it's you got to pay attention to, like, what the cultural connotation is. Like, it's not a coincidence that people are afraid of Indian burial grounds because it's so tied up in that knowledge and acknowledgement that they fucking desecrate all of our shit constantly, all of the time, callously disregard our lives and our history, and then expect no retribution because they have dominated so thoroughly and subjugated so thoroughly. So this fear that it will come back to bite them manifests in this obsession with the Indian ghost coming back for you. However, because it's a ghost and because it's a movie, and it's a horror movie, you get to say at the end, you know, phew, I'm free. It's not real. It didn't happen. This can't happen. and it serves a specific purpose, and that's why I have issues with pregnancy so much in horror movies too. It's like, why are you so afraid of women's bodies? But that's a whole separate issue. I've been talking about this way too long, so let's get going. And the next category is wrestling. Okay.
Yes.
He's got this. Right, he goes all out. He goes whole hog on this wrestling shit. I like his pinstripe pants. I really like that his outfit would be a bit much on a real person. It's a very gay outfit, Hugo. I'm sorry to say. It's not just like cool professory, it's like very gay, like the matching. He's got different patterns. He's got 3 different patterns on his outfit. It's all in the same color family, but none of it is matchy-matchy. It's like, it's a bit much. It's a little bit dandy, especially with the bow tie. Good God. I kind of wish that they had, I feel like they wanted to make him skinny, and kind of wayfish and a little bit wimpy looking, and then backed up, and left it like this. But I don't know, because maybe, I think the implication is that he's a secret wrestler, so maybe I'm full of shit. In which case, never mind. I didn't say anything. I think that could be fun, though. We'll find out more about it. I watch wrestling, of course, with my father, because apparently it's all about dads introducing their kids to the world of wrestling. But I only care about the divas, and they don't get nearly as much attention as they deserve, so it's kind of moot for me. I joined in during that peak drama where like Triple H was kind of on his way out. Stop it, Ruby, God. And there wasn't like Roman Reigns yet or anything like that. And it was all like the Heartbreak Kid guy. And it was this like epic story of like how these guys had been friends for like 30 years and stuff, and like now like everyone was switching sides. The heels were good guys and the good guys were heels, and it was a lot. And then it got this whole Roman Reigns shit. I don't care about him. Who the fuck is that? I feel like they don't have any interesting characters right now, except for the ones that have been sticking around, like Kane and Undertaker. They need some new campy dudes. The whole appeal of wrestling is that it's campy. And when you take that away and turn it into like some weird sort of like epic drama, it kind of, the artifice of it kind of wears a little bit thin. The whole point is that it's hilarious. But it's all choreographed, right? But whatever. Apparently dogs. I don't know if that's true. I refuse to Google it. I refuse to expand my knowledge base. He wants you to say dogs. Okay. This one apparently is important that it's correct. How are you supposed to know what ones he wants you to answer incorrectly? It's the same issue with Craig's second date, isn't it? Where it's just like, you need a guide or you're just gonna fuck up, because how would you ever know? But I don't know. Okay, so we're coming up on the end here. We won. I believe. So I'll have some flirtation over our cheese blocks. And then we'll find out who won. Yeah. Okay, so we won even though we answered the ones he wanted us to answer incorrectly. So, we're probably going to get into the conversation. I should have pressed him. I was trying to respect his boundaries because I'm a good fucking person, and when people say I don't want to talk about that, I leave them the fuck alone. But that's not what you're supposed to do in a dating sim. So, when we're back out on the street, we'll cut the episode, and then we'll pick up again with the end of his date. So, that'll be good. This is so cute. I love the idea of, like, these weekly cheese board quiz fests. It'd be good. Hugo's blushing. All right. Okay, so we're coming up on time here. This conversation's not going to end in the next 30 seconds, so we will stop this episode and pick up again in the next one. Thanks for watching. You're the best. Alrighty, bye.